Good afternoon. It is June 11th, 2025, and today we had a range day. Here's how it looks on the 2700 tick chart. Yesterday we were working in this broad bull channel, and some news items caused an overshoot this morning. Uh, or you could look at it as a break of the broad bull channel, break down here, and a move to a new high. But really strong buy climax that just resulted in some sideways stuff for the rest of the day. And on the daily chart, it looks like this. We got a bear body, and we're just going sideways into support in this bull channel. So here's how the weekly chart's starting to look. Um, could be like a reversal bar if we have a bearish day tomorrow and Friday. And there's the monthly chart. So back to the 2700 tick chart. Uh, you could see the buy climax, which was followed by, it looks like about a 66% correction. Then we got two legs up and then a bear channel, two legs up, strong bear channel, and strong two bear legs really, uh, before we get this bull channel and some sideways stuff. So let's take a look. So again, I think this looks like it's about uh, like a 66% correction. Yeah, whatever, 76. So maybe it's like 24%. Let me do it from the top. Yeah, so about, yeah, 76% correction. That's when people started buying. Um, so if you have those Fibonacci numbers on there, then you probably have seen that. So after this buy climax, we correct back to the EMA. We go sideways for a little bit, and then we sell off. I don't really see how you would get in on this unless you're selling just for a test of these lows. But in this bull channel on the daily chart, I don't think that's what you want to be doing. When we get a break of this bear channel and move to a new low, and if you have the Fibonacci numbers on there, you see it's a 75% correction. You want to test up. Maybe you consider buying. We do get a strong leg up followed by some sideways stuff. I think you could take this second entry long. With how strong this leg up was, I think it's a reasonable bet to go long here and expect another leg. Obviously, if you get a bear bar right after this, you should probably get out, but you got good follow through. And you probably, if you went for a measured leg, you probably would have got it. Yeah. So you can see that's pretty much exactly where prices started to go sideways. So we do get that sideways stuff. You get a bit of a sell-off. It pulls back, almost corrects 100% to the top of this range before making a lower high. And then you get this. This is actually a second entry short, and then you get this lower high, and then a second leg down. It corrects, and then you get this pretty strong bear bar, which confirms this channel. And it's technically a failed second entry long, but it kind of just looks like it's moved too much. But I would definitely, I think this strong bear bar is kind of aggressive. Um, but I think it's more reasonable to go short there if you're looking for a swing. Whereas here, if you go short on this lower high, I think this is high probability for a scalp. But I am seeing that you could be running into some sort of support. But given that this is a lower low and we have consecutive lower highs, I think this is a pretty good place to enter short. And so we sell off here and you get one touch, lower low, two touch, lower low, three touch. You know, again, on the daily chart, we're in this bull channel. So this bear channel is I would classify it as a broad bear channel. Um, and with it being a wedge bottom right here, I think this is a very, very good setup. It felt like it's a range day today, so you're buying in the lower third uh, of the range. So much room back to the EMA. I like this. And you can ride it, once we get a bear bar right here, maybe put your stop below there. That's what I did. But I don't think it'd be unreasonable to go for a second leg here. And again, same exact thing. That's pretty much exactly where people took profits. Um, and then it created this sell-off. Whoops. So I'm not really sure if you could go short there. If I draw this as a bull channel, it looks like the bull channel is fading. This lower high though, it's above the EMA. I'm not crazy about that. This kind of looks like a failure. And then at this point, you have a tight bear channel. You could consider this one right here and go for a new low. And you can see we made a new low. We had an overshoot of this channel before we get two legs of correction. And then you get a strong bear bar. See, the problem with this one, I like it, but there's so much risk. And I think that's barely a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. It might not, you might have more risk than reward there. So that's something to think about if you're going for a new low, that is. But I mean, if you took it and just rode out the 8-bar bear micro channel or whatever that is, you would have gotten a pretty good reward. Let's see, 25, let's say, if you got out 14, so you get 11 points. You're not risking 11 points here, high, low. Yeah, you're risking about 8 points. So in that case, you would have gotten more reward than you would have had risk. But with the support being right there, I'll mark it. Uh, I just, I wouldn't be so sure that we're going to get a strong breakout. Here, you get this sort of bull channel, and you get a break. And I really like this. But the problem is we don't have a gap above the EMA, but I mean this had the feel of a range day all day, so I kind of like that one. I mean, I kind of like this one too. That's a failed second entry short, um, but I guess one way to get out of this is you got two small bodies right there, small bull bodies. Maybe move your stop from up here to below this bar. Um, but I mean, I could understand why someone would be looking at this as a channel and uh, want to ride this out. But at the same time, this was a strong bear move, and although we had a break and move to a new low, it's probably more wise to expect more sideways stuff, which is exactly what we got. So anyway, you get a sell off back to close to this level of support down here. You can see this kind of forms a spike and channel down, and then we just go sideways. And I'm not even seeing a gap above the EMA at all here, but I do like how we bounced a few times here, and you get a failed second entry short right here, but it's like it's actually a new low, but I think it just looks like we could reverse at that point. You do have to be careful. I'm seeing now that's the last 10 minutes of the day. So you probably don't even want to be trading there. But I could see why someone would go long right there. And that really takes us into the end of the day. So here's one last look at today's chart. This is the 2700 tick. One last look at the daily chart. I hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow.